Hello and welcome to the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, the 20th of September 2016. I hope you had a good trading day so far. A good start to the week in futures and stocks for us. Let's look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. The proper technical way to look at the market. You can see the 13 sell signal 2 weeks ago, almost. We rolled over from there 2 Fridays ago. Kind of stuck in between ever since. Today ended up being a fairly contained day. We'll take a look at the intraday action here in a moment. Let's go through the majors that we look at. Crude oil up 27 cents to 43.30. Gold down. Gold up $6.50. That's a blip on gold. The S&P cash index literally closed down 0.04 points. NDX down 21.98 after sweeping new highs on the gap up. Stocks up 1. Also swept new highs. Biotech's down 1. That's a blip on the biotechs, of course. Very flat overall day. VIX up 16 cents to 15.53. The trend, another big reading, 1.31. That's got that 10-day moving average way up near 1.3. That's pretty high for a 10-day on the trend. Doesn't happen very often. NASDAQ volume was 1.65 billion shares, down quite a bit, obviously, from Friday's triple expiration, as you would expect. By the way, last time the trend got up here was back in mid-May. The 10-day moving average of the trend was back in mid-May. So if you look at, mid-May, not really much happened at all at that point. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ was plus 520. Advanced decline ratio in New York was plus 1115. Google dropped $2.58. Apple lost $1.34. Amazon down $3.42. Netflix down $1.42. Not much there. Overall, not much to say. Market was, like I said, fairly contained from that perspective. Futures, you can see these jumps here. This is because there were some rumors about bombs and stuff back east in New York and New Jersey following the 3 overnight. So here's the gap up today. We did push higher early. We had some nice futures trades in that. And then stabilized out about 2 hours in, started to roll down, or head over and roll down. Broke under the lows there over lunch. That's when that rumor came out, and then filled the gap, and then dropped a little bit more right before coming out of lunch, only to basically rebound when everybody came back from lunch. And that's how you get the ES closing almost exactly flat for the session. NASDAQ side, a little more negative after the gap up, closing net red for the day, down near the lows of the last couple of days on the NDX or the NASDAQ. All right, so what do we have to look forward to tomorrow? Not much. Housing starts and building permits. Remember, a 2-day Fed meeting begins tomorrow, so that tends to slow the market down. I don't see much that will get us going. We are, obviously, now we've rolled into the new options cycle, so at least that first day of that is out of the way. Obviously, everybody's eyes on New York and the UN meeting and whether or not there's going to be any attempted terrorist activity. I'm sure we're going to see, like I said, stuff like this on and off through the election at least. And that's about it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. Tomorrow morning, housing starts and building permits an hour before the bell. That's it. Charts brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. I think, except for the Fed meeting, this is going to be a good trading week or two. So hopefully we'll get some good stuff going. Today was decent, but I'd like to see more out of the market that's not just news-related stuff. Everybody have a good night, good trading day.